Hi, I'm Gary Engler, your socialist grandfather. In the last episode of Economic Democracy or No Democracy, an anti oligarchy manifesto, I began discussing the role of unions in building economic democracy. More on this. History shows that the periods of greatest growth in unions were times when capitalism faced widespread challenges, and the periods when unions have shrunk, like during the past 40 years, were times when opposition to capitalism was weak. History also shows that unions have been willing to fight for the widest common good despite opposition from the rich and powerful. Unions were part of the struggle to end slavery and child labor. Unions helped win universal voting rights, public education, equal rights, pensions, socialized medicine, reduced work weeks, paid vacations, and numerous other social programs that have benefited society as a whole. It won't be easy to build economic democracy and stop global warming. I acknowledge that. Many brothers and sisters earn their living extracting oil, building private automobiles, and mining coal, industries that must shrink or disappear to save our planet. Many union members have succumbed to capitalism's propaganda and have bought into the system. This raises difficulties inside the labor movement because it pits narrow self interest against the wider common good. But progressive unions were not deterred by similar internal problems in the struggle for civil rights or against sexism and homophobia. As in those battles, we must do what is necessary and right. We must insist on democracy in our workplaces. We must point out that we do the work, not the capitalists who claim ownership of the products of our labor. Their claim to property rights over us are no more valid than those of slaveholders over their property or feudal lords over their peasants. We must demand jobs that do not harm the environment. We must not shy away from battling climate change because there is no more important common good than the health of our environment. We must learn from and work with environmentalists. We must build coalitions of all those who will benefit from an end to minority rule. Most environmentalists are also workers. Most women are also workers. Most racialized people are workers. Most victims of colonialism are workers. All of us have been taught that workers are not capable of running the economy. All of us have been taught it does not belong to us. It is owned by rich people. Of course, capitalists promote those ideas. These are ways to justify their minority rule. In effect, the 1% minority is telling the 99% majority our money gives us the power to run the world, and you're too stupid to do anything about it. The truth is, we do have doubts. Are we capable? Can the vast majority of people who are workers actually join together to make a better world? The truth is, we're screwed if we don't. The 1% who currently rule the world is doing what small ruling classes have done throughout history: run the economic and political system in their self interest. If they get rich from war, there will be war. If they get to choose between health care for all or more profits for themselves, they will choose profit. They will only build housing that makes them profits. If lots of money can be made by spewing ever more carbon into the atmosphere, global warming will get worse and worse. Truth is, workers must take power away from the greedy 1% and run the world in the interests of all, because if we don't, things will get worse. The rich and powerful who want to maintain their rule over us will eventually decide to put outright fascists in power. We are seeing more and more signs of that every day. We don't have time to waste.